So as we all know, Meek Mill album um, drops this Friday. This will be his third album because I don't count DC for his album. You know what I mean? So it's his third album. We all know around this time when artists get to their third, man, this is make it or break it time for Meek Mill. You know what I mean? And in a sense, I kind of think this album may be good. Now, contrary to popular belief, people seem to think that I'm a Meek Mill hater. Not a Meek Mill hater. You know what I mean? I always like Meek Mill as far as his mixtapes, but I just feel like when it get to his albums, he get a little stagnant. You know what I mean? And it's the same rehash story over and over and over. It's like we heard this. You know what I mean? Where's the growth at? You know, as far as new concepts, new content, you know what I mean? New stories. It's the same shit. I got money, the struggle, you know what I mean? I've been in jail. And basically, he just repeats that on newer production. And it's like I'm kind of getting, tired of that formula when it comes to Meek Mill. But this album seems to look a little promising. 17 records. Now, in the era that we in, a good 10 and 12 is always good. So expect to hear a few of these songs and not like them so much. I know that I'm guaranteed to at least think 5 of them are alright, meaning I probably won't really replay them. Yes, I'm going to support the album, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to stream it, but I just feel like some of these songs, I can do without them. As far as the features, you got Lil Uzi Vert, Ty Dolla $ign, Chris Brown, who else on this joint? Young Thug, Future, Gordon Banks, that nigga hella dope. Yo Gotti, Rick Ross, somebody by the name of Lights, Cameras. That's kind of dope how they wrote their name. Of course, The Dream, Verse Simmons, Quavo, Tiana Taylor, and again, Rick Ross. Notably missing, no Tory Lanez, no Wale. And I was expecting at least to have another Snoop verse, on here somewhere, but I guess they didn't do as much music as I thought they did. And the songs is already out now. You got Issues, Glow Up, Young Black America. I definitely enjoy Young Black America. I like how he remade the Jay-Z beat. I forget the name of it. But y'all know the joint I'm talking about, off the Blueprint, the final song on the album. Glow Up is kind of cool, but basically, he has some cringeworthy lyrics in there. Nigga said he hit a bitch raw. I was like, wow. Had to go get the plan B. Basically flossing, talking about drugs. His flow is aight. It reminded me of, y'all remember that song Gucci Gucci by Krayshawn? That flow just reminded me of that. I was like, damn, it's kind of like off, I guess, whatever. Issues, it's decent. I hate the auto-tune. I'm really not feeling that shit. I fuck with the beat. The hook is alright. And that Whatever You Need, featuring Ty Dolla $ign and Chris Brown. Basically, they remade the Tony record. I guess, you know what I mean? I can kind of tell if it's a sample or I think it's Ty singing, Chris Brown singing, but it kind of sounds like a sample. The beat is, a remake, but at the same time, it would have been dope if they would have got the sample. So I could do without that record. It's kind of cringy. Meek don't make the best female-orientated records if you want to be, honest. I just feel like he don't. But everything else, I don't feel like he need to drop nothing else. I think the movie that he putting out with the album, I watched part 2. So far, it's pretty good. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering, is he gonna have that incorporated with the album, or is that just some shit that when the album drop, it's gonna stream on his YouTube channel or Tidal or what have you? I feel like he should have just pressed it up and put it with the album. That would have been dope. That would at least get people to go out and actually buy the album. You got to come up with some type of something new for physical CDs, because most people go stream it or get it off iTunes. But if they got Apple Music, they're most likely going to stream it. But the physical sales, I feel like if you have a good strategy, that people will still pick up the physical CD. I know I will. I still believe in buying physicals. But other than that, it looks like it could be a good album. I don't know, because the last joint, Dreams Worth More Than Money, after 2 weeks, people didn't really talk about it. I just feel like Meek Mill is still there. People still root for him, but at the same time, he got to do something very uh, different if he wants to be around to be like, having more albums and just be around the hip hop period. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's still a lot of people in that whole street lane that's a little bit more lyrical in a sense. Um, they may not have the fame or the clout that Meek has, but I definitely feel like in that lane they're a little bit more believable in a sense. And that's just my personal opinion. I know some people, gripe at that, but it's just the truth. You know what I mean? And just it's always a fuckery in his personal life that can outweigh the music. So I'm just hoping he drops the album, promotes the album, does a tour, and don't do no more publicity or just be surrounded by dumb shit to overshadow the album. And he should be all right though. Numbers wise, that's hard to say. You know what I mean? The last joint did 250. Don't think he ever doing that again. I don't know if it even crack 100. If it crack 100, I'd definitely be surprised. You know what I mean? But for people that's rooting for him, I see a lot of comments. How many of you niggas go actually buy the album, digital or physical? So don't say shit on my video if you don't even buy music. Fuck out of here with that shit. At least I support this nigga. I got every album he ever done dropped. You feel me? But yeah, that's just how I feel about that situation. But we'll see. If he crack 100, that's cool. I feel like he may do 80 to 90 something. Let's say he do past 100, maybe 110 the most, but I don't think he getting 250. If he does more than that, I'll be shocked. But I definitely don't feel like he gonna top what he did last album, because to me that album came and went. But far as hit songs on this album, I don't know if he has any on here, but definitely the YBA record is dope. I feel like a lot of this shit people gonna gas up. I definitely want to hear that intro record, Wins and Losses, Heavy Heart, Fuck the Checkup, whatever you need. 1942 Flows, Issues, We Ball, These Scars, Connected Dots, Fall Through, Never Lose, Glow Up, Young Black America, Open, Ball Player, Made It From Nothing, and Price. That's the track listing. So couple of them songs by the title itself do have me intrigued, but I want to see what he gonna do with this intro, man, because I feel like on a sophomore album with the intro it wasn't as hard as his first one, so I definitely want to see what he gonna do with this joint. But other than that, yeah, I guess we all just be here on Thursday night to see what this album sound like, and of course I'll be back to maybe review it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this shit. What's your expectations for this album, and will you be buying it either a digital or a physical copy? I'm out.